dear students. Today our lesson is about order of operations. We use this lesson to decide which operation to do first, whether multiplication, division, addition, or subtraction. So if we have an expression and we have different operations in it, first of all we start with the parentheses and then the exponents, the powers, and then multiplication or division from left to right, and then addition or subtraction. So in this example, we are going to apply order of operations. So we have division, addition, multiplication, and subtraction. First of all, parentheses, we do not have parentheses. Exponents, we also do not have exponents. Multiplication or division, the first one is from left. So 14 divided by 7, it's 2. And then we ask ourselves the same questions when we write the answer of the first expression. So we check the operations again. Addition, multiplication, and subtraction. The first one to do is multiplication. So we multiply. And then we have addition and subtraction. So from left to right, addition first. We write the answer, and finally we subtract, and we got the answer 29. So also in the following example, the same rules. We have multiplication, subtraction, division, parentheses. Inside the parentheses, we have addition. So number one is the parentheses. We solve parentheses first. So 4 plus 6 is equals to 10. Then, according to our answers, the operations are multiplication, subtraction, and division. What do we do first? Exponents we do not have, so skip that. Multiplication or division from left to right, so the one on the left is the multiplication. We multiply and then we divide. So 16 minus 2, and the answer will be 14. So in the following example, we have a small note that whenever we have a number and then a parenthesis, we do not have any operation between them, then the operation is multiplication. So we have multiplication here, but it's not written. Then parenthesis. What do we do? What do we solve first? Of course, the parenthesis. It's the first thing to solve. We solve inside the parentheses, then we have 4 and parentheses 9. What is the operation between 4 and 9? So this means 4 times 9. Okay, and the answer is 36. So moving on to the most important idea in this video, order of operations on fractions. We have the following expression. Our operations are multiplication, division, addition, and division. So, parentheses, we do not have exponents. We do not have multiplication or division from left to right. The multiplication is on the left. But remember, whenever we have fractions and we can simplify, you should simplify because it is way more easier to use smaller numbers. So 2 and 4 both are divisible by 2, 5 and 25 both are divisible by 5. We simplify and the answers are the following. Now we can multiply. So 1 times 5 and 1 times 2. The answer is 5 over 2, and we are copying the other fractions as they are. Now we have the operations are addition and division. Of course, division first. And when do we divide? We skip, flip, and multiply. So of course, 5 over 2, it's 5 over 2. Now, according to the division, 5 over 27, we skip it. It's a skip. And then division becomes multiplication. This is a flip. And 1 over 9, the reciprocal of it is 9 over 1. This is a flip also. And then we multiply. So skip, flip those two, and then multiply. But before we multiply, also we should take into consideration that if we can simplify, we should simplify. And here 27 and 9 both are divisible by 9. So the answer will be, we divide 27 by 9, it's 3. This is the answer, and 9 divided by 9, it's 1. So 5 over 2 are copying it as it is. Now we can multiply. you can see that it's way more easier. The numbers are smaller. And then finally, we add the two fractions. But also remember, how can we add two fractions? They should have the same denominator. Do they have the same denominator? No. Well, the first one is 2, the second one is 3. How do we make them same denominators? We multiply the denominator of the first equation, fraction, by the denominator of the second. So 2 we multiply it by 3, and of course in the numerator also, and 3 we multiply it by 2 also in the numerator. So the answer will be the following. And now after we have the same denominators, we can add, and of course if we can simplify, we simplify. Moving on to our last example. So first of all, parentheses, but we have two parentheses in the following expression. So I can solve the first one until I finish and then solve the second one. Or I can solve both of them. But if you feel confused, first solve the first one alone, and when you finish, solve the second one. So we have subtraction, and I have same numerators. Does that mean anything for me? Should I care? Of course not. So I should not care if they have same numerator. I need same denominators. So in order to convert to same denominators, I multiply 4 times 5 and 5 times 4. I multiply them by each other. And here is the answer. So now I can subtract. So after subtraction, this is the answer. Now I can move on to the second one, which is exponent. So 2 power 2 and 3 power 2. I find their answers. They are 2 power 2 it's 4 and 3 power 2 it's 2. I am copying the first one as it is. Now I can multiply, but before I multiply, as I told you always, um, if we can simplify, we should simplify. So 3 and 9, they can be simplified because 3 is a common divisor for both of them, and also 4 and 20, they have a common divisor. They are both divisible by 4. So the answers when we divide them will be the following, and then we can multiply, and this is our answer.